Welcome back. So let's get started. Just as I thanked you for letting me share my point of view and experiences in this CD, Thoreau actually begins the passage by saying, I learned this at least by my experiment. He goes on to say that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams. Now, I believe each one of these words was chosen very strategically. So let's take a look at the definitions. Advance, to move forward, to accelerate the growth or progress of. This sounds like taking action. Confidently, full of conviction, having self-assurance or self-reliance. Full of conviction, that sounds daring. Having self-assurance or self-reliance sounds like belief to me. Believing in yourself and in your worthiness. Direction, the line or course on which something is moving or is aimed to move. Now, it doesn't say it's a sure thing. It's not a guarantee that it will reach the target. It just says it's on a course. It's aimed at something. You don't know exactly where it will take you. It's a leap of faith with course correction along the journey. So he's saying, advance, start moving, take action, just do it. And be full of conviction, confidently, believe, go in that direction, start heading that way. You don't have to know the outcome. So, in the direction of what? Your dreams. What are dreams? Dream, a visionary creation of the imagination. Strongly desired goal or purpose, something that fully satisfies a wish. Okay, so this one's going to blow you away. A visionary creation of the imagination. We'll go into imagination in a minute, but let's look at this. A dream is a visionary creation. So visionary is having foresight, and creation is to bring into existence. So guess what? It already exists. You saw it. You created it. It came from you. It can only come from you because it's your vision. So now, it's your choice whether you're going to take action, advance, or not. Whether you're going to nurture it or let it die. Then the definition goes on. Strongly desired goal or purpose. Now, this is your why. It is your fuel for the tough journey ahead. This is what will pull you in the direction of your dream and will not let you quit. So you gotta have a big why because, like my friend Bill Walsh always says, if your why is strong enough, you will figure out how. Okay, and then it says something that fully satisfies a wish. What's a wish? Something you long for. So this dream is something that fully satisfies a wish, what you long for. So it's not settling, it's dreaming big, or that longing will not be satisfied. Then Thoreau goes on to say, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined. Okay, what does endeavor mean? Endeavor, a serious, determined effort. That's self-explanatory. No wishy-washy, half-assed attempt. This is total commitment, plain and simple. Let's go to imagine now. Imagine, to conceive, conjure, or envision. So let's see what these words mean. Conceive, to originate. You started it. It's yours. You conceived it. It's your baby. Conjure, to affect or effect as if by magic. Now we're talking. This is divine, like somebody's got your back. Stay with me. We'll get into this more later. Envision, to picture for oneself. Now this is all about worthiness because if you don't feel worthy, you can't even picture yourself there because you won't even dare to dream. So the worthiness part is essential. And what is my recipe for worthiness? contribution. Okay, so now, this is where it all comes together. He will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. So let's break this down. Meet, to come into the presence of, face to face, to occur as one. You are in the presence of, you are face to face with your success, with your dream, with your manifestation, to occur as one. So now you and this success are one. You're not separate. It is who you are. You have stepped into your destiny. It is your birthright. What is success? Success, favorable outcome, attainment of wealth and favor. Favor, special privilege or regard. Ever heard of the term blessed and highly favored? Well, it's a reward for having faith and taking action. Unexpected, sudden, unanticipated, unforeseen. Sudden, you don't know when it's going to happen. It can take 5 years, 12 years, 30 years, who knows? And that doesn't even matter because you're advancing confidently in the direction of your dreams. You're enjoying the ride. You're loving every minute of it because this is your dream. It's pulling you. It's a strongly desired goal. It's your why, and it already exists because you created it. You envisioned it. You pictured yourself there. You know you are worthy of it, and you know it is your birthright. Unanticipated, unforeseen. Beyond our wildest dreams, human minds can't even begin to fathom the infinite resources that we have at our disposal if we just allow it, if we just claim it. So, it's unexpected, unanticipated, and unforeseen. In common hours. That's a 19th century term for the norm or the routine. So this is out of the ordinary. And then, finally, he explains the universal forces that conspire on our behalf to ensure our success. So now he's going to reveal what the magic is that rewards us for taking action, based mostly, if not purely, on faith and fueled by our strong desires. Okay, here we go, one last time from the top, and we're going to take it even deeper. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. He will put some things behind, will pass an invisible boundary. New, universal, and more liberal laws will begin to establish themselves around and within him, or the old laws be expanded and interpreted in his favor in a more liberal sense, and he will live with the license of a higher order of beings. In proportion as he simplifies his life, the laws of the universe will appear less complex, and solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty poverty, nor weakness weakness. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put foundations under them. Whew, okay, so the rest of this passage can be very deeply analyzed and discussed, and then we would be getting into metaphysics, quantum physics, and the laws of the universe. I am not going to get into those principles right now, and because I have achieved extraordinary results in my life using these principles, I highly encourage you to become familiar with them. However, I will make a few observations. Okay. So here you are, advancing confidently in the direction of your dreams, endeavoring to live the life which you have imagined. You're just going about your business, and bam, all of a sudden, you meet face to face with a success unexpected in common hours. How is this possible? So, after Thoreau tells us what happens, he tells us how it happens. What's going on behind the scenes? What are the forces that are conspiring in our favor? So he says he will put some things behind. Well, you probably already know. There are things you're gonna have to put behind you. People, habits, mentalities. These are some things you're gonna have to leave behind if you are truly endeavoring, making a serious, determined effort to live the life which you have imagined. Then he says, he will pass an invisible boundary. Okay, that's when he's getting into quantum and metaphysics. And then he talks about how the universal laws will adapt themselves to you. He goes on to say, he will live with the license of a higher order of beings. I love that. Okay, this is being blessed and highly favored. And now the best part. In proportion as he simplifies his life, the laws of the universe will appear less complex, and solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty, poverty, nor weakness, weakness. Beautiful. That's beautiful. So, in proportion, the more blessings you have, the more success you achieve, the more abundance you accumulate, in proportion, that's all the more gratitude, humility, and contribution your life must be driven by. And even if the abundance has not yet appeared, in proportion as he simplifies his life, solitude will not be solitude, nor poverty, poverty, nor weakness, weakness. So that gratitude is always there. And because you are fully present in every moment, you transcend your circumstances. You are immune to solitude, poverty, and weakness. And then the final line. If you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost. That is where they should be. Now put foundations under them. So, these are your dreams. They're castles in the air. That is where they should be, because you're dreaming big to fully satisfy your wish, your longing. And then he says, your work need not be lost. That makes me think of doubt. It reminds me of when I find myself sometimes saying, are you serious, Dawn? Do you really think you can make this happen? When that little voice starts telling me, who do you think you are? Did you forget where you came from? You don't have the education for that. You don't have the money for that. You don't have the time for that. You're too old, fat, skinny, brown, yellow, purple, green, etc. Blah, blah, blah. That's who I think Thoreau is speaking to in this line. He says, your work need not be lost. You've come this far. Don't quit. Don't stop now. You have built castles in the air. Now, put foundations under them. And that's what we're going to do in the sections ahead.